They are three wide to tell each and every one of you thank you for your support and views. It's the Three Wide Thunder thank you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Thunder Racing League. This is Patrick here with Simtrax Broadcasting. This is the season finale here tonight with these guys, and I believe one of our last broadcasts here with them. Appreciate them letting us join them with the dirt. Of course, the Thunder Racing League is sponsored by the Inferno Motorsports team, which were established in December of 2022 by Chris Schaefer, Chris Forsyth, and Dennis Noakes to promote a competitive, fun racing atmosphere. But they are not only a team, but a community. Inferno Motorsports is willing to help anyone, even if you're not part of the team. So they're always looking for good, clean drivers, no matter how fast, to be part of the Inferno family. And you can contact them through inferno.motorsports23@gmail.com if you're interested in being part of the family. Appreciate you guys showing up here once again. We are here at Weedsport Speedway, the flagship of the Super Dirt Cars series. This track was actually born in the 1950s when Stan Dozinski carved a third of a mile dirt track into a berry patch after urging his wife Irene to do it. The track opened to its first competitive event in 1955, and following its sale to the new owners, it was then converted to the 3/8 mile track that you see here in time for the 1970s. A decade later, promoters began to look at bigger parts, acts and music play at the track, and things like that, ushering in a different era of racing out here. Let's take a look. I believe our guys have already finished qualifying here. That means we're going to start on the looks like we're going to start our first heat out here. A couple of these guys getting loaded up here on the grid. Yeah, there they are. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Corey Kersetter, Stroke Gunderson sitting in the front row. Austin Medea will be third with Luke Rakowski fourth. Ian Humphreys sitting fifth, with Bob Evertson in that sixth position on the outside of row number 3. And Robbie Milburn, I don't know if he's having a problem out there. Robbie Milburn unable to take behind the wheel here. Only 6 drivers out there for heat number 1. We'll go ahead and get ready to get this one underway as we follow behind the A&J Pace truck. Still have some time out there. I know this is the big the season finale here at Weedsport, but watch out for different announcements up there on the Thunder Racing League, or you can join their Discord. If you're looking to join into the league, we've definitely got a lot of cool stuff going on. Have a lot of people sign up here. Trying to get a few more bodies out here, but that's a-okay. We'll be able to go ahead and square their way. Do want to give a shout out there to Nuke's Performance for all your dirt setup needs and questions answered on stream, from the 360 to the 410 sprint. Officials, you can compete on competitive baselines and late models plus modifieds, and you can find all your needs on one page completely free. Setup, build, and made easy. Green flag is out. Come on, Barney, start waving. There you go. A little sleeping on that one, but Corey Kersetter was not, as he takes off here. Very, very fast right out the gate. He's going to get a quick scamper away, but he's only got 8 laps. Keep Austin Medea off of him. Austin Medea in the number 20, sitting in the 2nd position. Short Gunderson has lost a couple here, but we are already under caution. Looks like Bob Everton and Ian Humphreys may have been getting into a little bit of a scuffle back there. Let's take a look back at Luke Rikoski and see what happens on the race. Yeah, we kind of saw it during practice. Bob Everton kind of having a really weird line here. Having some trouble during practice. There is the caution. Having trouble between turn 1 and 2. Now trouble between 3 and 4 as he flips his car onto the lid. Bob Everson is being towed. He'll be heading down pit road. And hopefully we'll see him back out here, so as he joins the Giddings Mobile Repair Work Area. Does give us a chance to mention our caution sponsor, Getting Hooked. Getting Hooked is owned and operated by brothers Captain Edward and Brian Alford. Proudly 4th generation Alfords, born and raised in Cedar Key with over 25 years of combined fishing experience. Getting Hooked Guides services provide a personal and friendly fishing charter for speckled trout, redfish, and the seasonal catch like triple tail and snook in and around the Cedar Key, Florida area. You guys are looking to go out fishing with a couple of cool dudes, check them out. Contact them at 352-949-3667. Hey, Trevor Schrader out there in the chat. First one to chat, so you can do the give me the first. Out there, appreciate you joining us, man. I'm sure I'll see you for the, probably won't see you. Normally I don't see you in the 360 division. Normally I see you here on Sunday night, but I hate to see you missing out on the season finale here. Robbie Milburn, the number 9, did not take behind the wheel here for this heat. Away they go. Corey Kersetter. Boy, Corey. He'll squeeze out of there. Dad trying to chase him around. Keep an eye. Right now I want to keep an eye on Ian Humphreys here, as he's been in some trouble there with Bob Everton. Everton's back out onto the track. We'll see if he gets in any more trouble. Medea. Oof. And goes from 2nd to 5th on that turn. Go back and take a look at this. And a little contact there with the number 33 of Luke Rikoski. Yep, Trevor Schrader said you were at work. Otherwise, you would not be missing out. Yes. Kind of figured that there, feller. So, 2nd caution of the heat. Last time we joined these boys, last time we were watching Luke Rikoski coming in that 2nd position. Trevor Schrader was the winner at Volusia Speedway. This is part 1 of 2. It's number 14, I believe. I'd like to see the pace car go ahead and get on off here. But it should be one more time around. We'll be underway here in just a moment. Taking a little bit. I'll say, Trevor, hate seeing you out here, buddy. I've only got 6 drivers out on the track. Bob Evertson is a lap down there in the back. Austin Medea, a little KG belt, squaring up here. Pace car is off, 4 tires off. Let's let her rip. Corey Kerstetter. No issues out of him so far. Led every lap. She's trying to get some green flags to finish her off. Corey might be able to get away with this one. He has given Luke Rikoski a bunch of chances here in the 33 machine. Sitting second. Everson full sending it in there. Almost contact there with Ian Humphreys in the 53. They already got in an issue earlier in the run. Man, Everson's getting wild here. Luke Rikoski up here in the front is challenging for the lead inside line. Right now outside held by Corey. Trying to get it here, but Luke still holding on to that first place as they shoot at the line. Oh no, Corey Kerstetter up into the cushion here. He's going to try to get it. Slide job complete by Luke Rikoski. That's going to do it for him. Heat 1. Luke Rikoski, Corey Kerstetter, Stuart Gunderson. Don't talk a whole lot about him. At number 80. Alright, if I am not mistaken, I believe we are going to be out of heats here tonight. Heading straight to the warm-up. Yeah, you've been saying, some guys had been mentioning out there, Trevor, that Weedsport was a rather tough track. And I got to admit, you know, I would probably think the exact same thing. You know, it's definitely, you know, it almost seems to flatten out in the turns. You know, the straightaways are okay, but once you try to dive in, you don't have the banking you're looking for. And I think some of these guys just have a little bit of trouble trying to get the kind of that car to hold. And especially here in the big blocks. The big blocks are very unforgiving. I mean, absolutely unforgiving. So there's just so much throttle control required. And you guys kind of put around here for the Thunder. Thank you. Great time to get in our national anthem before we get back under green. Hold on just a moment. appreciate you guys hanging out with us. About another 30 seconds left here in the warm-up. Underway. Pretty excited to see how this one turns out in the end. Especially for the Thunder Racing League. Weedsport, a very, very difficult track. Take some time. He is holding right now third during the warm-up. Warm-up looks like it is now completing. These guys are going to go ahead, get cleaned up here, and get back underway here for our feature tonight. Let's take a look at what we've got lined up for you here tonight at Weedsport. Big block modified 30-lap feature. Of course, they'll have one faster pair. This being an open setup, some of these guys have been able to tweak it just a little bit. But that 92 degrees out there on the track, that should trip them up a decent bit. 66 in the air and 47 for that humidity. That's kind of what I'm watching there, is that humidity level, to find out how sticky this track is going to be as we head into this race here tonight. Now let's take a look at our starting lineup. Luke Rakoski will be sitting in the number 1 position. Corey Kerstetter. Number 2, Stroke Gunderson sitting in the 3rd position with Ian Humphreys on the outside of row number 2. Austin Medea, 5th place with Bob Evertson. Having ever so much trouble there in heat number 1. He'll be starting 6th here tonight. And Robbie Milburn not able to collect it up here for tonight's race. 6 drivers here for the season finale. Kind of tough there. Let's try and get some of these numbers up here a little bit, but season 4 will be starting here pretty soon. Probably wrong. Probably season 3 is continuing on and just changing the different sections of the seasons. Pace car is off. Yeah, Luke Koski, way you go. Corey Kerstetter, no issues. And then once again, look at Bob Evertson. Full send in there. Makes contact with the backside of Ian Humphreys. Humphreys is trying to figure out how he can build in some sort of cushion between him and Bob Evertson. The two of them have been making contact pretty much all night. Watch him passing around Stroke Gunderson. Gunderson now down to 5th place. He's lost 2. Bob Evertson's picked up 2. Humphreys is up only 1 right now in that 53 machine, now putting Corey Kerstetter under fire. Trying to get a little closer here. 53, man, seems to be kind of following the exact same line, but man, has he got a middle turn exit. That's awesome here. Bob Evertson, contact. Stroke Gunderson gets the worst of it here, drops him down to the 6th and final position. Just moving on up here. Now fastest time on the track is held by Luke Rakoski, our leader, 15:45. I think Austin might be under fire here in the number 20. Bob Evertson still in the charge here. Oh man, Austin just trying to hold it on here. In the number 20. Trying to see if we can get Bob Evertson behind him here, as Ian Humphreys is working on Corey Kerstetter up front. Not just yet. There's the contact. Oh no, they're hooked. Austin Medea gets hooked there. Stroke Gunderson. These guys are about 3.5 seconds off pace here. Let's rotate up front to Ian Humphreys. It looks like he's trying to see if he can set up Corey Kerstetter here. Luke Koski going to walk away with this one. Seems like he doesn't have a whole lot of competition here, as he's kind of scurrying away here, taking a look back at the rest of the field from his angle. There they are. Piece of cake loop for Luke Rakoski, Corey Kerstetter, and Ian Humphreys sitting 2 and 3. Bob Evertson, Austin Medea, Stuart Gunderson. Trying to see if they can find it here. Ooh, contact with the wall, Bob Evertson. Look out, number 20 going to kind of pounce on that mistake. Here he comes on the inside, but just can't get this thing to hook. Every time he tries to get a little bit of that turn exit, that left front wheel pops off the ground and he loses traction. So woes continue here for Austin Medea. 5th place. Now he's just trying to survive and stay out of 6th. Doing a little bottom feeding here. He's got it on the bottom now, up and back, up in front of Bob Everton here. Gets that 4th position. Bob Everton looks like he's going to be next to Gunderson. Gunderson in the white machine trying to keep going here. Koski's gotten out to almost over a 2.5-second lead over Ian Humphries. Humphries got to be pretty happy that he's at least in that position. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to run him down. Stick back here with Bob Everton sitting here in with the 5th and 6th. Final position here of the night. And Everton's throwing it in there pretty hard. Gunderson kind of being a lot more conservative, unable to get that car to rotate on through. Gunderson going to fall off the pace just a little bit here. He's looking to run down Bob Everton here pretty quick. Fading up to Ian Humphries. Also, question here, kind of riding along with Corey Kirstetter here. If he's going to have the opportunity to kind of run this guy down. Here he's definitely having a let off the gas big time there. Try to see if he can save some of his momentum on through. Already halfway through this race. Luke Koski still in the front. Humphries is sitting 2nd. Corey Kirstetter is that 3rd position. Medea sitting 4th. Bob Everton is 5th. And Gunderson is back in that 6th position. Looks like pretty close to the wall. Therefore, number 53 being Humphries. Humphries has had a couple bad turns here. Corey Kirstetter is looking to pounce. Now Austin Medea looking to do the same. Number 20 machine kind of cutting here toward the inside. 10 laps to go. Where is he going to go? Trying to slide on around. There's the contact. Oh, no. Say Austin Medea here, trying to see if he can find a gap. He's trying to shoot in there. Corey's trying to make himself as wide as he can to make it even harder to get through. Doesn't seem there's anywhere to go. Medea had him there for a second, but was unable to complete the slider as it jams up on him. Contact, man. Nothing better than trying to line up for your turn here. And a little contact to get you kicked off a little earlier. This could be the battle for the race. Austin has gotten 3rd for the moment. Corey Kirstetter looking to switch it up here. Number 20 trying to plant and go. And Humphries. Both of these guys are up a couple positions here. Koski has been all his race out to almost over a 5-second gap now. Doesn't look like there's going to be any chance here. Medea to reach up and grab a hold of Ian Humphries unless Humphries makes another mistake on the exit turn 2. I'd say it must have been a problem there with Bob Everton. That's why a few laps ago looks like Everton has fallen down in the final position. We can take a look and see what club is passing. Oh, there it is. Way ugly. Bob Everton is having trouble fully recovering here. Heat 1 kind of little cautious. green flag all the way through here during the feature here tonight. It's actually excellent here for Koski. I would probably say it looks like Medea is looking to see if he can put under fire as the white flag comes out. Ian Humphreys to the outside. Here comes Medea. Medea onto the bottom, number 20, seeing if he can get the 53 on the inside. Ian Humphreys staying pretty true to the top. But on the inside is the number 20 there with Inferno Motorsports on the shootout to the line. Medea got him. No way. Austin Medea got him right at the line. I've got to find it better. Here we go. White flag is out. That's going to find a better angle of them coming across the line here. Yep. Wow. Beat him by half a car. Wow, that is amazing. Trevor, tell me about that, man. That was some good stuff right there. All right, let's see if we can take a look at the race results so you can find all your drivers and how they got here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, that was amazing. Guys, don't go away. Have a chat with a couple of our winners here, and then we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll head over to the 360 division where they're faring is ever so fast. Hold on, just a moment. All right, welcome back, everybody. We have run him down, our second place finisher, Austin Medea. That number 20 machine up 3 positions here in the run. Talk to me a little bit about it here at Weedsport.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a rough go there in the heat. I had a fast car in the heat. I had to check up so I didn't get into Corey, and then I ended up getting hit and kind of spun around there. But it happened, so for the feature, I had my work cut out for me, and I was able to get back into a podium finish.
A lot of drivers were looking, kind of looking around. Corey was trying to be as wide as he could for not letting you around, but you eventually figured out how to get around him. But it seemed once you got past Corey, the real challenge was catching up to that 53. Talk to me about the last few laps here of kind of how you run him down.
Yeah, once I was able to get past Corey, I kind of started figuring out what line was working for me. It was kind of, diamonding 1 and 2, if not running high, and then kind of cutting back down low, and then run the wall and 3 and 4 there. And I was kind of watching what Ian was doing, and he was kind of staying up a lot higher than me. So I knew if I could kind of poke my nose into him going into 1 and 2, I had a shot to get the drive off, and then I would eventually catch him in the turn. And then he was kind of jumping the cushion there, and I knew it was going to come down to the last lap. So I knew if I set myself up good in 1 and 2, that in 3 and 4, if he jumped the cushion, I might have been able to sneak underneath of him, which I barely was able to.
Yeah, that was. Right now I'm showing on my ticker. You beat him by 40 thousandths of a second. We even have to give it a slow-mo there right at the finish line, how close that squeak was. How did you enjoy the season here with the Thunder Racing League as this one comes to a close?
I enjoyed it. It was kind of a rough year for everybody that was in this league, but it's fun. I hope more people come back next season. It's always a good time. Thanks for you for broadcasting the races that you could.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Dude, also give me your shout outs, man, and kind of where if you know where people can come here and join up.
Yeah, thank the guys over at Inferno Motorsports, M9 Performance, Getting Hooked, CTFX Design, A&J Customs Creation, Highline Photography. Like I said, you for, taking the time throwing on the broadcasters and whatnot, and for Jay for running Thunder Racing League and all the guys that help admin.
All right, Austin Medea in the number 20 machine. Congratulations on your second place finish, and good luck to you next season.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, that's going to do it for Austin Medea there. Moving on to Luke Rukoski. Luke, you got a copy?
What's going on, man?
Well, talk to me about the race here. This kind of no challenge for you here. You definitely drove off with this one.
Well, I'm just thankful my computer didn't crap out. I had I had it all apart last week, and I couldn't make the race because it needed some maintenance with some, thermal paste and all that crap. And it's the first time I ever done it. Now this is the first time I ever tested it. So I'll just take, the win is secondary to the fact that my computer didn't die. No, I just his EPI car was on rails. I mean, what can I say? It was we were quick out the box, and it just kind of, it just, it just fell our way, I guess. It was a little, there's talent. There's a lot of talent in there still. Some guys that weren't able to make it, and you just, under those situations, you just got to be able to capitalize. So I just tried to run my race and read the track and put some good laps in and overdrive the car, and we were able to pull off a win.
Yeah, speaking of capitalizing, word through the grapevine is you own this season, man.
Well, I'm not going to as they say, count my chickens before they hatch. So we'll see after next week how it looks. So I'm not. It's it's in the back of your head, but you want to finish out the full season and then see where everything stacks up. So if that's the case, then that's great, but that's not my mentality. Is we got a track next week that it's not one of my best, so I'm gonna have to put some laps in and put some practice in to put on a good show for the broadcast and try to come out with a good finish.
What?
What?
I was gonna say, when is that? I see that's on when 5/10.
What's that? The next race?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see the check sessions.
Yeah, I was trying to see here. I was looking at week 14 Weedsport Championship night.
Okay. Well, it says we got one more on the 14th for Fairbury. So.
Bro, what? All right.
I'm looking at it right now.
Wow. Okay. You're on iRacing, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Jeez Louise, I'm looking here in Discord. Saying 5/10 is only the big block modifieds. And I've got nothing and the 5/29 Memorial Day shootout. Oh my God. Wow. All right, man. Well, on the race here tonight, Talk to me, kind of what was the key to being fast, and is there an adjustment that, anything can happen?
I just think it was like I said, my mindset was to try to just put down some quality laps and in warm up I was trying some different lines and my biggest problem is I tend to overdrive the car. So, I was really focused on not doing that and just trying to be smooth and keeping the car under me and that's and that's really what it is. We it was good. It was fast out the box. It's just a matter of could I drive it. So, just stay, and then, it's not it's not it's not easy. People think it's not easy, being out front. You come out, you got to, you have a decent sized lead, and then, you don't want to get complacent. You know what I mean? You don't want to, and that's when it really, the mental game really kicks in. It's not like you're battling with a couple of guys and it's, you're trying to work around them and it keeps you a little more up on, mentally sharp in the moment, but when you're out front, and I'm looking at the relative and you're putting some laps in leads get, it's just you really got to focus on hitting your line. And I started trying some different things and seeing if it was a little faster here or faster there, but it was just I was just trying to keep the car under me. That was all it was.
All right, man, give me your shout outs here because apparently I'm going to be seeing you next week.
Well, listen, anything can happen. So I hope to see you next week. I hope to be in the booth again with you, Nick. Talk to you at least. Um, um, I'll definitely be here. It's just a matter if we get to talk again. No, I definitely EPI all them guys over there. It's been a great growth, process for me being involved with them. I got to give a shout out to Rakoski Family Racing and Aaron Rakoski Racing, everyone who helps out with on the backside there. Um, my son, he always pushes me to be better. And Trevor messaged me, said he wasn't going to be here. He said looks like he might get it wrapped up. Told him to give him a shout out. So shout out to you, Trevor. It was disappointing, not having him here to run against, but it's like I said, it was still some talent in there. It just hit it right tonight. So, no, and last but not least, I got to thank good Lord above for giving me the talent, the ability to get here. Oh, and last, but very not least, a friend of mine, Alexis, was watching, so I gave a shout out to her too. So, and obviously to you for doing the broadcast. I rewatch them, man. You do a great job. You do a fantastic job doing this thing. It's really fun to watch after the fact. So thank you.
Oh, cool. Appreciate it, man. I think it would be a little more fun if we get about 24 drivers out here.
Oh man, that would be that would be a lot of fun. Even if you get like 20, 20, forget it, as close to a full field as possible, and maybe go to like 50 laps. I think you got something there.
Oh yeah, it would be I think that would be a game changer. Trevor Schrader out there is saying you are the man, Luke. So
thanks, Trevor.
We'll see how his work goes, and maybe y'all can duke it out there at Fairburg.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would be fun. I hope we get a good field for the end of the season, and put on a good show for the broadcast. That's what it boils down to. These guys, I've run a bunch of leagues before. I know how it is. These guys put their heart and soul into it, and you spend the time to broadcast, and just we want to get out and get a lot of cars out and put on a good show for everybody.
Alrighty, man. Appreciate joining us, and hopefully we'll catch up with you in the booth again.
All right, thanks, Patrick. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. All right, everybody, that is Luke Rakoski sitting there in that number one position. Kind of made me put my foot in my mouth. I am looking here, and it says 5:10 big block modified 35 laps, and then nothing until the Memorial Day shootout. So a little miscommunication here. Here I am thinking this is the daggone season finale, but appreciate you guys out there. Trevor Schrader correcting me there. I will not make that mistake again. I can assure you of that. As we head into the break, we will rejoin here about that 10 o'clock mark for these guys to be racing the 360 wing division here with the Thunder Racing League. Hopefully we'll see how fast Farron can go and these other guys out there. Boy, oh boy, what a race. I hope we're able to get a few more of those guys, but don't forget to check out Inferno Motorsports out, guys. We talked about them before. Veteran Warrior one-stop shop, getting hooked, Giddings Mobile Repair Service, A&J Custom Creations, CSR Cinematography, And of course, the Thunder Racing League, always looking for drivers. Make sure you can come here and sign up. But that's going to do it for us in this first segment here. We'll kind of wind it down here just a little bit as we remain here in Weedsport. 10 o'clock sharp, guys. We are going to be locked and loaded here for the 360 wing division. And let's see your favorite guys. We'll after Luke Rakowski won this one. Maybe we can see Matt Grimm, Michael Farron, and maybe Matthew Croakey out there kind of kill each other. So that would be awesome. But guys, hang in there. Try to enjoy something. Yeah, tuck the kids into bed, and we'll be right back.